Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Whoniverse Locations, the channel that gives you the ultimate filming locations guide to all things Doctor Who. In this episode, we will be taking a look at a street known as Clinton Road, located just outside of Cardiff in Penarth. To most people, the name Clinton Road doesn't mean much. However, if I refer to the street as Bannerman Road, located in London's suburb of Ealing, then I think you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this episode. Bannerman Road is right at the heart of the Doctor Who spin-off show The Sarah Jane Adventures, and acts as the home for probably one of the most famous and loved companions of all time, Sarah Jane Smith, played by the incredible Elizabeth Sladen. Clinton Road is where Sarah Jane's house is located, along with Maria and later Rani's house, both very dear friends of Sarah Jane. Clinton Road. I believe to this day, this street is probably the most featured location within the whole of the Whoniverse. Including Doctor Who's The Stolen Earth and The End of Time, Clinton Road appears in nearly every episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures. The only episodes where the street doesn't appear is in The Eternity Trap, Mona Lisa's Revenge, Lost in Time, and The Man Who Never Was. The first ever usage and also appearance of Bannerman Road was way back in 2007's The Invasion of the Bane, which aired on New Year's Day. A full series, though commissioned before the pilot episode aired, brought back the iconic street with the first episode airing in September 2007, and continued to provide the home for Sarah Jane and her gang till the show's final episode in 2011. However, the last block of filming for the show, as well as using Clinton Road, was a year earlier in 2010, when Series 4 and the first half of Series 5 were recorded as one. Some of the most notable scenes filmed here include the initial introduction between Sarah Jane and Maria Jackson, as the latter is seen moving into her new home, the first main appearance of the Trickster unleashing his terror outside of Sarah Jane's house, Luke being taken away by his so-called real parents, with the moon later crashing down to Earth, Rani becoming involved during the battle with Oddbob the Clown, rackweed spreading across the street, saying goodbye to Luke as he leaves for university, and Unit descending on Sarah Jane's house with news about the Doctor. On Bannerman Road, it's never a dull moment. Also during production on Series 4, there were a couple of pickup shots from other locations which were filmed on this street. This includes shots of the countdown on Clyde's phone, along with him almost being run over when the human race returned in The Empty Planet. And then later in Lost in Time, a close-up of Rani opening the music box was also filmed here too. 21 Clinton Road. This is the house used for Sarah Jane's home, along with her son Luke and later daughter Skye. In the show, this became 13 Bannerman Road, with continuity errors occasionally showing the actual location number as 21, most notably in the first series. Sarah Jane's attic, where the main action takes place, is completely filmed at Upperboat Studios, along with Luke and later Skye's bedroom. However, the rest of the interiors used for Sarah Jane's house throughout the show were filmed here. This includes scenes within the kitchen, the living room, the stairs, and most used, the hallway. There was also a short clip filmed from the upstairs room looking out of Luke's bedroom, with a view of Rani leaving for school in The Nightmare Man. The grounds of the house, including the garden, were used occasionally throughout, but the main use of 21 Clinton Road was for the driveway, which frequently featured a number of times throughout the show. 36 Clinton Road. Very much like the previous house, this one was frequently used throughout the Sarah Jane adventures as both Maria and later Rani's house. The outside of the house is used often, where notable changes between earlier and later series can be noted, including the wall colour change and the addition of a gate and fence at the front. Now, the inside of the house was used a lot during filming on Series 1, where all the interiors, excluding Maria's bedroom, were filmed here. This includes the use of the living room, dining area, kitchen, and hallway. However, after the success of the first series, whilst also finding the location impractical to work with on a regular basis due to its size, the whole of the house's downstairs was constructed as a studio set, which started with Maria's last episode in Series 2 and then continued through with Rani and her parents. Some minor elements did continue to be filmed at the original house in Penarth, which included Odd Bob's balloon in the garden seen from Rani's window, along with scenes in the front garden and doorway. Victoria Road. This street, with its junction with Clinton Road and having both houses on the corner, was also used throughout the show's history. We first mainly see the street when Maria is chased by the Grask in Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane, whilst the same area was also used for the gang looking out back at the house in The Enemy of the Bane. In Doctor Who's The End of Time, this is the stretch where the Doctor saves Luke from being almost run over by a car, who later runs over to Sarah Jane to see the Doctor leaving before his regeneration. Just outside number 21 is also where Sarah Jane says goodbye to the Brigadier as he drives off down the street at the end of The Enemy of the Bane. 30 Clinton Road. Back along Clinton Road is where another house was used for filming. Here at number 30, this was used as the nearby neighbour's house, known as the Frasers. This was first seen in The Secrets of the Stars, when the family leave when Martin Truman's powers take hold. It then also reappears 2 years later as the house which Rani runs into during the empty planet. The living room and dining area which Rani finds empty were here. Also filmed in this house and for the same episode was actually some of the interiors for Rani's home. Notably the upstairs areas, which don't normally appear within the show. This includes the landing, Rani's parents' bedroom and the bathroom. Opposite this house is where you will find the entrance to the alleyway, which was used in The Secrets of the Stars for Truman's Chosen making their way to the theatre. The alleyway. Moving along this alleyway to the main central strip is where Donna comes face to face with the Master in The End of Time. Whilst also remembering about her time with the Doctor, her memories come back and later give her the power to be able to knock out all the Masters, saving herself in the process. Near to the eastern exit with Clinton Road is where you will find this garage, which was utilised in The Nightmare Man as Sarah's garage for when she gives Luke her yellow beetle. This garage belongs to the same property for where Martha's mum's house was filmed on the next street. Clinton Road East. Much further along from where the majority of Bannerman Road was filmed, here is where the bus stop scenes with Maria and Kelsey took place, seen in the invasion of the Bane. Larkwood Avenue. Located just off from Clinton Road is Larkwood Avenue, which was used in the Warriors of Kudlak. This street and house number 1 featured as the outside of Lance's house. However, the interiors were filmed at another location in Penarth. Part of Larkwood Avenue was also used in Skye for a shot of Sarah Jane driving up the street in her iconic car. And that is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with the latest release. Also, if you've visited this location before, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. Anyways, that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.